You know, this isn't just a story about a fancy red carpet and a few trophies. Nope, this is about the Iowa Music Awards. It's about a movement that started from the ground up and has become, well, the single most important night for an entire state's music scene. It's really a story about what happens when artists stop asking for a seat at the table and just decide to build a brand new one for themselves. This right here. This one sentence from the Country Artist of the Year, Monica Austin, it basically says it all. It's way more than just a catchy phrase. It's a declaration of independence, you know? It shows you the fierce pride these musicians have in their home, in their community, and in their sound. All right, first up, Iowa's biggest music night. So forget what you might think about a local award show. This is a full-blown premier red carpet event. But its real power? It's just how big the tent is. It celebrates literally every genre you can think of. We're talking hip-hop, country, rock, Latin music, you name it. And it honors over 30 different categories, recognizing not just the artists, but the whole ecosystem that makes the music happen. And hey, this isn't just them patting themselves on the back. This thing has earned official recognition. The city of Cedar Rapids actually proclaimed the last Sunday in October as Iowa Music Awards Day. And the reason why? It's right there in that quote. The city sees these awards as absolutely vital for creating a space where music and the whole community can just thrive. Okay, let's get to the real heart of this. Section 2, making their own table. So why? Why does this one night get such powerful emotional reactions? To really get it, you have to go past the awards and listen to the artists themselves. This comes straight from the founder, Tone the Boss. For him, this was a dream he held on to for a full decade. He talks about how he was told years ago he had to build something first. Well, he went out and did it. And in this incredible moment on stage, he dedicated the whole night to his mentor, showing you just how deep and personal the roots of this whole thing are. And you see that personal connection just over and over again. Listen to this from Sons of Back when they accepted Group of the Year. It's for their dad. It's, as they say, in the genes, in the blood. It just goes to show you, for these artists, a win isn't just a career milestone. It's a huge validation of their family, their history, their entire identity. And that brings us right back around to Monica Austin's powerful idea. See, it's not just about building your own table. It's about making sure everybody gets a seat and, as she says, everybody's going to eat. That feeling of we're all in this together, of community success, that's the real engine behind this whole event. All right, section 3, let's get into the nuts and bolts. From nominee to winner. The first thing you notice when you look at the categories is just the incredible diversity. This isn't just about the person holding the mic. Of course, you have hip-hop artist, country artist, and rock band. But they also recognize the backbone of the industry, the producers, the videographers, the DJs, the promoters. There's even a Lifetime Achievement Award. The whole creative community gets celebrated. So how does it all work? Well, the process is actually super straightforward and really centered on the community. First, artists submit their work online. Then, and this is the key part, it goes out to a public vote. The fans and the community get to lift up their favorites. And then finally, the winners are announced at the big ceremony. It's all about access and fan engagement. And the reach of this thing is just massive. Every single year, we're talking about more than 150 nominees being recognized. Let that sink in. Over 150 artists, bands, and industry pros from all over the state getting their work put on a huge platform. It's just a testament to the sheer depth of talent in Iowa. Okay, our last section. The future is local. And believe me, the future is already happening. The next Iowa Music Awards are already set for November 9th, 2025, and they'll be in Burlington. I love that they moved the event to different cities, making sure its impact is felt all across the state. It really doubles down on their mission to be a platform for all of Iowa. Now this is where the future gets really exciting. They aren't just celebrating the talent that's already there, they are actively shaping what's next. They're adding a brand new genre category, adult contemporary hip-hop, for a more mature style of the art form. This is the ultimate proof of their whole philosophy. They're not waiting for the coast to tell them what's cool. They're creating the trends themselves, right there in Iowa. So, the big takeaway is undeniable. The Iowa Music Awards prove what is absolutely possible when a community decides to champion its own. The stage is set, the platform is built, the invitations have been sent. So the only question left is, who's going to be next to define the sound of Iowa?